guys, if we do have any French journalists in the room, there we have the simultaneous translation system. We'll kick off with the live section and go into a 10:30 tonight. If we're already in the room, we'll kick off with Alex from the BBC.
Hi, Mikel.
Hello.
A number of players missing from training today. Nigerian Timber, Alexander Zinchenko, Thomas Partey, Gabriel and Ricardo Calafiori. Are you able to give any updates on any of them?
Now we have to manage a lot of the players. Some of them probably not going to be fit to be able tomorrow. Some of them are still out, so we have still 24 hours to make those decisions and hopefully the right ones.
How frustrating has it been trying to deal with this injury crisis pretty much all the way through the season?
It is what it is. At the end we have to accept the challenge, and there's opportunities for other players as well to do that. In the ideal scenario we have to be in charge of making those decisions because it's forcing us to make it for the wrong reasons, but as well we need to accept the reality and move forward.
I was going to touch on that. How hard is it to be able to play the football you want to, not being able to have a settled backline pretty much throughout the whole season?
Well, I'm really happy the way we are playing, and the good thing is that it's not conditioning the team in such a way that we have to become a different team. So I'm very pleased with that, the way the team is adapting, the way players are making the effort to play in different positions. And hopefully the ideal situation will come up very soon and we can do what we want.
Obviously you have a great record from set pieces, and I know you've scored 16 goals in your last 5 games, but do you feel you need to create more chances from open play?
We want to create more from every angle, and from set piece as well. We could have created more, we created, and we should have scored another 1 or 2. So always trying to evolve and be better.
Darmish from Sky.
Hello, Mikel.
Hello.
I know it wasn't the result that you wanted on Sunday, but is the feeling around the place slightly different to when you've had setbacks in the past? Because you seem really, really positive following that game.
Yeah, and the more I watch it, the more, to concede what we concede and how the hell we draw that game is difficult to understand, but it's the beauty of football as well. So we will adapt, obviously put our heads up. It was disappointing, it was very emotional as well because scoring the second one and getting disallowed, it was tough, but we have to move. Every 3 games is another opportunity and we need to keep going.
You and the majority of your players had their first experience of the Champions League last season. What did you learn from that experience, and is there a belief and a feeling maybe that you can create something special this season?
Yeah, we have to do a lot of the things that we do in the Premier League. I mean, the tendency always is to look at the Champions League like something else. So how big is the Premier League? How big is the Champions League? You know, the Premier League is this size and the Champions League is this size. We face incredible, difficult opposition every week, That's the good thing, that when we come up now against a really good team like Monaco, that they are doing incredibly well, we are so used to it because we play every 3 days against this kind of opposition. So, yeah, it's learning about certain things, certain scenarios that are different because Champions League is different a certain way, but there are a lot of similarities in the way we have to compete day in, day out in the league.
Final one from me. You've spoken about how big an influence your captain has been since he returned, Martin Odegaard. He's also had a big change in his life recently with the birth of a baby boy. Have you noticed anything different about him?
That's for him probably to discuss it, but so proud to see them growing in our class, around our people, and making them feel happy, that is the right environment for them to grow as a person, as a football player, as a father in this case, and we are really happy to have this great news in the team.
Simon, Evening Standard.
Mikel, can I just check on availability? I know Josh Nichols is someone who could play in that defence, but didn't look like he was at training. Is he another one who's out at the moment?
He's been with some issues. We don't know still whether he's available or not.
I can ask you about Gabriel Jesus. It's obviously been a difficult run. I think it's 1 goal in 31 games. Just how is he emotionally and mentally at the moment? Because it's probably the longest run of his career he's had a period like this.
Like strikers, they go on phases, in moments, and that gap is become big. It's true that obviously there happen a lot of things there. There happen injuries, absences, no playing or starting games that much, but his attitude has been really good. It always is, and we're going to try to help him to overcome that situation as quick as possible.
There were some reports in Brazil last week you'd be willing to let him go in January. Is that the case?
No sense.
Okay, we'll go to Kaya from
Hi, Mikel. After the Chelsea game before the international break, the amount of injuries you had, you described it as an absolute nightmare. You started to feel like that all over again with the amount of players missing.
I was hoping to improve it, and it did improve, but very quickly after the first game we started to have issues, probably more issues as well than we expected. But honestly, the good news is that the team still reacts, plays in the way that we want, become so dominant, and we want to continue to do that regardless of who plays. And I think that belief is within the team, and that's very positive.
With so many players potentially missing at fullback, could be an opportunity for Kieran Tierney maybe to come back into the team. He's obviously been away and absent for so long, but is he ready to start?
Yeah, he is ready, and he's training really well, and he's going to have an opportunity for sure. The way the team is looking at the moment, he's going to do that for that reason, and because he's earned it as well. The way he's behaved, the way he's been with us, because he's willing to do it, and when that happens, you have to give opportunities to those kind of players.
Art Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. Just on players being unavailable, when you have to make those changes, I know you're quite big on units and how they work. Is that something that's kind of big in your mind when you're having to make those selection decisions?
Yeah, because they haven't played together enough, and you have to alter, and you have set some positions in relation to especially the outside play. You have 2, 3 or 0 left-footed sometimes, and that affects in certain ways our dynamics and the way we want to especially attack. But again, we have to adapt, we have to find ways to overcome that and still be very efficient and positive in the way we want to play, and it's been a good challenge.
Okay, last two in the live section. We'll go to Phil from PA.
Hi, Mikel. Just on injuries, do you have any understanding as to why it keeps happening?
Well, it's a knock-on effect. We have a lot of joint injuries, that very difficult to predict, to assess. We have some that has been through tackles, for example, that again quite difficult to avoid. And the other ones probably is overload. The amount of minutes that they have to play. The knock-on effect of having 1 or 2 players not available means that you put more stress and more minutes in somebody else. And that's not a good change, because the consequences and the load of other players starts to be too high or much higher than what you want to do. But this is where we are.
And I know there's been a lot of focus on Arsenal scoring from set pieces, but are you worried at all that Arsenal aren't scoring enough from open play?
No, I don't worry, because when I watch again the situation that we had in open play and what the opposition has created in open play, I don't know if we can do much more than that, especially when I watch Fulham, the previous games against the opposition that they've played. And because the set piece is a consequence of what we do in open play and how we do defensively. And it's a phase that is part of that. And you guys, I know that you see it like this is a piece, this is open play, and I see it like this is open play and set pieces. It's all together with the rest starts of play. But I respect that a lot.
Okay.
I don't agree, but I respect.
Nick at the back from Haters.
Hi, Mikel. What are your thoughts on Monaco? What's your assessment of Monaco?
Well, I'm really impressed. Really good side. You see the run that they've been in the Champions League and in the league, especially against top opposition. So a real threat. Is a team that is superly well organized, really intense, really good in transition moments as well, and with a lot of quality. So it's going to be a very good test for us tomorrow.
And finally, what are your memories of playing against them? I think it's a while ago, but when you were at Paris, you played a couple of times against them, didn't you?
Yeah, it's good, and as well, I think we have a really good link with Arsene, with Thierry as well. There is a big history there as well. It's a very special club, very special place. So yeah, welcome them here and hopefully be better than them and try to win the game.
Yes.
Congrats.
Wait till everyone's friends here. Cool. Thank you guys for coming. We'll start with Dharmesh from Sky.
Hi Martin. First of all, congratulations on the new arrival. We often ask managers and players how easy it is to switch off from football. Have you found it almost become suddenly easier for you to switch off? Have you found like a new perspective?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, having a baby is the biggest gift and most beautiful thing in life. So I think, yeah, that will take your mind off, I guess, everything else when you're there in that moment. So yeah, that can be a good thing. And as you say, I think it's important to switch off when you get home. So So yeah, I'll keep doing that now.
How's the challenge of fatherhood?
It's only been a week, but so far it's going well, and my wife is really amazing, and she's doing a great job. So I'm really lucky with her, you know.
You're one of the few players to have had experience in this squad of Champions League football before last season. Following what you guys went through last season, what did you guys learn, and is there a feeling that maybe you could do something special this time?
Yeah, I think that's the feeling in the squad. I think everyone is believing so much in what we're doing, and we have confidence in everything we do as a team, you know. And I think last year we learned a few good lessons. We wanted to go all the way, and we didn't. And yeah, we have to take those lessons and make sure that we get better and that we learn from it. And yeah, I think you see, if you look at the last game, for example, it's a really tough game away from home, and we did amazing. Yeah, I think that's a sign of improvement. So yeah, we believe in what we're doing, and hopefully this can be the year.
Simon?
Hi Martin. I wanted to ask you just, it's a bit on Ethan actually, he's obviously broken into the first team this season. You also know probably better than anyone else what it's like making that jump. Just how have you been trying to help him? What sort of role have you taken on with him now as he's making these steps?
Yeah, I've been trying, you know, to help him in many different ways. I think for a young player, sometimes it's just to help him to be himself and to feel natural, and don't be like too much on him, you know, to make it more natural. I think everyone can see the qualities he has, and for him it's just about showing that and enjoying and keep improving all the time, and he's doing amazing. I think, yeah, for his age to play the way he plays, you know, with such confidence, with such enthusiasm, you know, eagerness to get on the ball and always show his qualities. So yeah, I'm really, really happy for him, and I'm proud of him for what he's doing, and I'm sure it's a lot more to come, because he's a good boy with a good mentality, and yeah, he will just get better and better.
I always remember a few years ago Mikel saying the guys on the bench were sort of nudging him, saying, get Ethan on the pitch. As a talent, what do you make of him?
Yeah, I don't want to put, you know, too much pressure and too big words on him, but he's, yeah, unbelievable player already. I don't think there's any reason to speak about the talent, because everyone can see that, and yeah, he's already a big player. I don't see him as a talent, I see him as a really good player, and that's a great sign for such a young player.
Hi Martin. I was just wanted to ask about you and Bukayo, because I think everyone talks about you on the pitch, but off the pitch I was wondering how you guys are like, and do you remember, I don't know, the first time you met him, and how has he changed since then?
I think, yeah, all of us, we're getting older, so I think we're growing and learning more about everything, maturing, you know. So, but yeah, we played together now for a long time, you know, in the same positions, and yeah, we have a great connection on the pitch. Also off the pitch, we're good friends, and I think that's a lot of the players in the team. You know, they're really close off the pitch as well, and I think that helps us on the pitch to find those connections and to understand each other. And yeah, Bukayo, since I came here to now, how much he's grown. You know, he's become a leader in the team, and every game he's proving his qualities. So yeah, just a pleasure to play with him and follow everything that he does.
I was just wondering, when you were injured, he obviously took the captain's armband for a while. Did you have to talk to him about that much, or was it quite natural?
No, I think it was a natural thing for him. I think, as I said before, I think he's grown into a leader now in the team, and he can do that in his own way and in a very natural way. So yeah, I didn't have to do anything special there, but I think he enjoyed it, and well deserved that he got the armband for a few games as well.
Kaya?
Hi Martin. That period where you've been out injured, it was the first sort of, I can remember, the long-term-ish injury that you've had during your time at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I just wonder how you found it being away from the team. I know Mikel said you were quite close to the team, but how did you find it? Were you able to still be involved and keep motivating your teammates, or did you feel you had to keep them at a distance?
Yeah, I tried to do it as much as I could. Obviously it's a bit different when you're not on the pitch, but yeah, I did everything I could from the sideline, in the dressing room. I was always there in the meetings, in the preparation for the games, and I tried to be around as much as possible. Then all the games I could go to, I went to, you know. So, but it's a different thing when you're not on the pitch. So obviously it was a bit frustrating, it was a bit hard, but yeah, it's a part of life, a part of your football career. Everyone will have an injury at some point. So I think I just tried to deal with it in the best possible way and make sure I come back stronger, and I feel like I've done that, so it's okay.
Yeah, you mentioned coming back stronger. I mean, the way you've been able to come back immediately at the same level, or even better than most players, it takes 1 or 2 games to get back up to speed, but you seem to have come at it straight away. How have you been able to do that? What's been your technique?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I surprised myself a little bit as well, that I was able to play straight away and 90 minutes, and I could feel that on my body afterwards. So, but I think it's just the hard work I've done every day here with the physios, medical team, fitness coaches, and myself. You know, I've been working really hard and putting in a lot of effort. So yeah, I guess that's the answer: hard work.
Jordan?
Hi, Martin. We spoke to Saliba last week about how he wants to go down in the club's history as one of the all-time great defenders, that he realises that to do that he has to win one of the big trophies. Are you in the same mindset as a captain, that you want to go down in history, but you know that to do that you have to get over this hurdle, this barrier of winning either a Premier League or a Champions League?
Yeah, I think obviously if you do that, then everyone will remember you because you write history, and I think that's the feeling from everyone in the squad, in the team. We want to do something really special. We want to win. We want to win everything, basically. So yeah, that's the mindset of everyone. We want to win trophies. We want to win every time we play. And yeah, I think we all share that mindset. We just want to win and make sure that the trophies come to the club.
And when you think of former captains like Vieira or Tony Adams, and now you're as captain, is that pressure, or is it inspiration, or is it both?
I would say more inspiration. I think to get the armband and then look at the history of the club, look at everyone who's been here as a captain, and yeah, it's such a big, massive club. You know, growing up, I was always watching Premier League and dreamt of playing here, and now I'm captain. So I think that's just a massive inspiration and something that inspired me to do better and to improve all the time.
Isan?
Hi, Martin. You seem to be a leader by example rather than being a boisterous or outspoken character. From childhood and growing up, obviously your dad, I think, was your coach at one point as well as a kid. What kind of things have you took from your youth and childhood that might have influenced the way you are as a leader today?
That's a deep question. Yeah, I don't know. I think, as you said, my dad was my coach, and he was a football player before, so I always trained a lot with him. I think he always said to me that the way to do things was through hard work, and I think my whole family helped me to stay humble and to always want more, always improve, and not be too satisfied. So I think, yeah, I would maybe say that I was always pushing to get more, and I wouldn't be satisfied if I played a good game. Then I wanted to do better the next one. So and that's still a mindset I have today. So yeah, maybe that.
And at 15, you were basically a child prodigy in Norway that went to Real Madrid. In some ways, is that experience at such a young age influence how you are with the younger guys at Arsenal now?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously it was a big change for me to go to Madrid as 16 years old, and I was still a baby when I look back now. So I think I just learned like what it feels to be a young player in a senior squad, and it's not always the most easy thing. So yeah, that's something I keep in mind now when younger players are coming up to the first team, and I know how they feel, and then just try to help them as much as possible.
And from an outside perspective, what's it like being a leader and a captain at such a big club like Arsenal? Because it's obviously a massive role. Not only are you having to perform on the pitch, it's the off-the-field stuff as well. What's all that like as a package?
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's something I really enjoy. Yeah, something I'm really proud of, and yeah, just enjoying it. I think main thing is on the pitch, but then outside the pitch you also have to do some things and be a bit more active in decisions and all that. But something I enjoy, and yeah, it's a really nice squad to be a captain for, so I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hi, speaking of babies, how back to that topic? How was the last 10 days been for you?
It's been good. It's been a beautiful week. As I said before, I guess yeah, it's something you can't prepare for, but it's the most beautiful thing in life, and yeah, really proud and happy.
You mentioned also Glenn, and it's almost 2 years ago now that he broke the internet by appearing together.
In Norway at least.
In Norway at least, yeah. How important has it been to get a person like that into your life?
Yeah, she's been really important for me. As I said before, she's amazing, and yeah, she's really important.
We're also speaking about the upbringings, and a lot of people here in England has been talking about giving compliments about the upbringing that you have gotten as well, and what made you the person that you are today. How do you feel when you get compliments like that about the person that you have become?
Yeah, I guess it's nice. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think too much about, and I don't follow too much about what's in the press and social media and all that. But yeah, it's nice.
Martin, you mentioned that all of you are getting older in the team. You've just become a father. What do you see your role as in the team? Are you like a sort of older brother to some of the players and the younger players that are coming through? And can you help guide them?
Yeah, I think we have quite a young squad. So at the moment, I feel like one of the more experienced, more older guys, and that's something new to me, but something I enjoy. Feel like I've been through a lot, gained a lot of experience on the way, and now I'm just trying to use that in the best possible way to everyone around me. And but we have more experience in the team as well, and they try to help, and we have a lot of leaders. So yeah, we're just all trying to help each other to get better and push each other every day.
And you mentioned that you learned quite a few lessons last year in the Champions League. Is there one thing in particular that you can point to that you learned from?
Yeah, it's hard to point at like one thing, but if you look at the last few games there when we went out, we didn't do well enough in the away game especially, and yeah, I think we showed last game that we're capable of doing that against a really good side now. So hopefully we've improved that.
Last couple on this side. We'll start with Sam.
Big question that all the fans want to know: how are you sleeping?
I'm sleeping good, to be fair. As I said, my wife, she's really good, so I'm sleeping well.
Joking, but that does actually matter, right? Yeah. The coaches do care and the physios do care. Did you have to change anything about your life around that?
Obviously, I think your life changes a bit, but yeah, we always knew that this was going to happen now for a while, and we planned it in a good way. I get a lot of help, and I do as much as I can, and then yeah, I think we found a good way to deal with things, and it's working quite well.
Kai as well. I think you both described each other as sort of your best friends in football now. I just wondered how that started, when that started. Did you know each other before last season as well?
No, I didn't know him from before, only from playing against him. But yeah, just had a good connection when he came in. He's a good guy, funny guy, and a good player. So and I think always when new players come in, I try to help them a bit, and yeah, now we're good friends. So that's cool.
Shared journey where you both played senior football very young. You're kind of older than your years would suggest. Is that kind of a shared bond that you have? Is that a thing? Or am I making up?
Yeah, it can be. I think yeah, we've been through a lot of the same things. Breaking through early, being at big clubs, and then leaving a big club. So but yeah, I guess it's just the connection you get with someone, and I think within this team you have so many, great players, great people. We're all good friends, so I don't think it's anything like special, but it's a good connection with everyone in the team, and I think that helps us on the team as well, on the pitch as well. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay, we'll end with that.
Hi Martin, since you've come back into the team, Arsenal are unbeaten, scored lots of goals in that time, lots of set pieces, which I'm sure you've seen the talk about, but there's been a bit of debate about whether Arsenal are creating enough from open play. You're on the pitch, how does it feel? Does it feel like you're creating?
Yeah, I think so. I think the last few games has been really, really good. Fulham game made me not the best in that way, but still we dominated the whole game, and it's just a few centimeters away from winning there in the end as well. So, but if you look at the games before that, we completely dominated. We scored a lot of goals and created a lot of chances. So yeah, I think we're doing well, and yeah, we can still improve. We can still do better, and that's what we're trying to do. But yeah, I think we're doing well.
One just away from the pitch. Tomorrow is the FIFA Congress, and your federation are going to abstain from voting as they're critical of FIFA's process around the World Cup. I was just wondering, as captain, whether they've spoken to you or you have any thoughts on that.
No, to be fair, I haven't spoken to them, and I've just seen something about it now after training. But yeah, I think that's the question for them, and not me at the moment. So yeah, I don't have too much to say about it.
Cool. We'll end it there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
This one's going to have really loud, my voice just in their ear. Sorry. Right. Thank you guys so much.